Hey guys, what's up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. In this video, I want to leave you with a UX nugget that you can put in your back pocket. Use it, apply it, talk to your team about it, talk to your manager about it, and improve your product design overall. And it's surrounding around user observation is greater than client feedback. Okay, client feedback is important, but in general, and this is a longer discussion, but I want to give you the nuggets that you can take home. In general, clients will tell you something, but it may be different than how they actually use the product. Okay, this is why there's a bigger conversation about this. This is why Steve Jobs didn't really like user feedback when he was designing his products in the Apple phone and all that stuff, or his iPhone, right? It's because they will tell you one way based on historical things that they're used to, but what they won't tell you is things that they don't even know, right? They actually need this particular thing, but they don't even know they need it, or they can't tell you what they don't know is basically what the gist is. So when you show someone a screen of like a new design that you're doing, they're going to provide feedback based on that. Like, you know what, I like that, I like this, and I don't like this, or I like this, and yada yada yada. But they won't really tell you how they really use the product without you being around, right? It's like a psychological thing. They're gonna think about, if you tell me how this deodorant smells, I might say, this smells bad, but they don't know. If they never asked me, I probably use that deodorant for the rest of my life, that's the point. It's common sense, and you see this time and time again. We're doing some usability studies or some user testing right now at ADP, and you can kind of see, and it's the strategy, we might have to adjust the strategy, but our UX researchers is going through these studies, and the feedback isn't what I would say is like quality enough for us to really make a decision. Everyone's coming up with feedback. Oh, they're looking at new screens and they're like, they're giving their opinion on this, they're giving their opinion on that. What we really need is to observe 20 to 30 people use the application without us even showing them any new screens yet. Because from that, we could observe what they're doing and then take away and come up with a solution. At the end of the day, they might like or dislike the solution because they're used to how they're doing it today. That's not the point. The point is, ultimately, you will hit a home run if you observe and come up with a solution there. Clients will not tell you what they want. You have to observe. Give you another example. I go to ESPN.com all the time. If ESPN.com, the UX team said, hey, Mike, based on, we're coming up with this new design. We've been working on it for the last 4 months, and we want to get your opinion on it. And so if they show me this new site, and I'm going to look at the site now, cool, I'll probably forget even what I do on a daily basis, right? I'll be looking at the site, and new things, new ideas will come up as I go through this site, and I'll give them my opinion. Either one, I like this part, I don't like this navigation, or I like this navigation. That's cool. At the end of the day, they'll go back. Let's say they tested 20 to 30 people, and they went back to the drawing board, and they're like, you know what? Actually, the feedback wasn't that bad. It was good, right? Let's move forward on this, right? We can continue to test and get client feedback. What they should do is observe how I use the site every single day, and produce screens based on that. And obviously good UX teams do this, but that's the point. The point is, if they have observed my usage of ESPN.com, they'll know that I always go to like the box scores, right? I never look over here, I never look over there. I go to the box scores. I want to see what the scores were for the day, and I want to see how much LeBron James scored and his box scores and so forth, right? Hypothetically, what if they tested 20 or 30 people, and they observed 20 or 30 people, and they know everybody's going to box scores, or most 90, 80% of them are going to this particular section. They need to bring that to the forefront, right? And then based on that, whether or not they garnered my user feedback on that, they've actually improved on the experience, because, hey, I used to go over here, now I see it right up front, right? Another example of this is, and I read this a while back, and it dealt with the flower shop, I think 1-800-Flowers. They had a team of UX researchers that observed how men shopped in the stores, and they observed that men didn't know how to create bouquets, like the large percentage of men, right? And so men would buy flowers for their wives and spouses and whatnot, and they would always need the help of the person there, the employee there, or they would just pick from a pre-created bouquet, right? And so that's how they came up with the idea of having these cool bouquets on these flower stores, right? They have these pre-built bouquets that you can just buy for $79, and sales skyrocketed. Before it was like you pick this rose, grab this, and create any bouquet you want. Now it's like, just give me that one, right? Long story short, you observe users, and then you can come up with solutions. Don't jump to the client feedback right away and react based on client feedback. Observe how they use the product in their real day-to-day situation, and that's how you can come up with some of the best solutions, right? Coming up with a user-friendly design is, if you use my principles of, don't make me think, or don't make the user think, keep it simple, use web standards, you can always come up with great assumptions on that this particular page is user-friendly. Whether or not you've actually solved for their problem, that's another thing, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. Client user observation is greater than the actual feedback. Everybody dislikes change. Okay, you probably will solve for their problem. They're going to tell you, I hate this, because they've been using the same, they've been clicking 10 links to get to that one thing for the last 10 years. So they like that. They're used to that. It's called satisficing. So that client feedback is sometimes it's relevant. That's what Steve Jobs was talking about, right? We want to solve for what people really need rather than get their feedback. Anyway, I can go on and on about this, but you get my point. Observation is greater than client feedback. Use it, apply it, talk to your team about it, and you'll be better for it. Anyway, if you want to learn more about product UI UX design, you want to pick my brain and learn the skills of product UI UX design and become a rockstar product designer, you can visit my site, mluxacademy.com. You can get started today. I have training there. I'm building out that site and building all of this, my continuing education program as well. All that stuff there. You can get started today. Start learning today. Click there, hit me up. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Like the video if you like them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get more videos like this in your inbox. Hit the bell to be notified. And as always, have a great day. We'll talk soon, guys. Peace.